What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I am stoked about this episode because this episode, finding a mentor, was so important to me. We are so close to crushing our first deal. If you want to become a full-time real estate investor like me, but you don't know what the process looks like to go from literally having zero experience all the way up to being a full-time actual real estate investor, this is the channel for you. And today's topic is, how do you go about finding a mentor? In this video, I'm sharing my story of how I found an absolute baller of a mentor who's going to lead me through the process. We're jumping the episode after this quick word from our sponsor.
Faithful Platform is a small private company that works one-on-one with their clients to custom build diamond jewelry. Unlike many other diamond vendors, Faithful Platform custom builds every single order. Not only that, but they guarantee the best price for your product no matter what. So whether you're looking to buy an engagement ring or an iced out Rolex, use the link in the description to get a free quote today.
Welcome back to the Money Metcon. In this show, we are figuring out how to use real estate to get our money working hard for us rather than us working hard for our money. If this is your first time, make sure to hit subscribe and check out this playlist up here. I am documenting the whole journey of becoming a real estate investor. So for me, there were two major issues that I needed to get past to find a real estate mentor. The first one is I needed to find somebody that I could trust deeply. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars here, and mentorship fundamentally is rooted in trust. And secondly, I needed to find somebody that would mentor me without charging me literally tens of thousands of dollars. First of all, because I'm just starting out in real estate investing, I don't have tens of thousands of dollars to pay somebody to mentor me. And secondly, honestly, I have not found anybody who's given me a ton of really positive feedback from these so-called gurus that charge thousands and thousands of dollars to help you get into your first couple deals. I was just super skeptical of it. I'm sure there are stories where people do a good job because they're charging you a lot of money, but that just wasn't what I wanted to do. With that being said, here was my process that I went about to find my mentor. The first thing that I did, this is a pretty simple step, was I reached out to somebody that I already had a trusted relationship with and asked them, hey, do you know anybody who's crushing it in real estate investing that you can connect me with? What ended up happening was I got 3 connections from that conversation, and here's where I actually think that my story can be super helpful for you. So the first thing is I organically started to connect with some of them, and other ones I didn't really connect with. And here's what I'd say, man, like, I know that you are eager just like me to get into the game and to get started. And what can tend to happen is, even though you don't feel like you're really connecting with somebody or like gelling with somebody, or the vibe isn't right, like you don't feel comfortable, you'll be willing to overlook all that just to start getting mentored by somebody to get in the game. I strongly recommend this, and this is something that I had to discipline myself in, is don't sell yourself short. Make sure that you understand that you're worth investing in, and don't just partner with anybody who's willing to partner with you. You need to make sure you actually get along with that person and want to do long-term business with that person. So as time went on, I built some relationships with these guys. There was one guy in particular I felt like I really vibed with, that I got along with naturally. And so what I actually did at this point was spent the next month researching this guy, researching his work, researching what he had been able to do in the past and the kind of investments he was investing in. And during that research period, what I actually found was several different other contacts that I was running into along that process were validating me that this guy was a great guy to work with, which gave me a ton of confidence. I saw a long track record of, since '02, this guy's been helping people buy investment properties. All that stuff was good. I got nothing but positive feedback. So I started to essentially narrow down, this is the guy that I want to work with. Now, here again is where I think my story could be helpful to you. This was the next thing that I had to do. Ideally, you'll find a mentor that will just help you for free and has the time and capacity to do that. But otherwise, you have to ask the question, if somebody's mentoring you, what's in it for them? So another thing that I learned during that research period was that one of the healthiest mentorship relationships that exist, from my limited research, is somebody who partners with a real estate agent to actually accomplish these deals. Let me explain. It's very simple, but this is crucial to know from my perspective and my story. Simply put, whenever you buy a house, a real estate agent that is essentially brokering that transaction gets a commission for helping you buy that house. Now, in this particular instance with Dean, the guy I'm partnering with, every time I buy a house or do a deal with him, he gets paid a commission. So there's twofold. Number one, he's helping me find deals from wholesalers that I wouldn't otherwise find because he's been in the game for years and years doing this and crushing this. So let's say, for example, I do 2 deals with this guy, and the first 2 deals are immaculate, they're perfect, everything works out great. And then the third deal, he leads me into a deal that's not a very good deal, that it wasn't properly vetted, that he told me to do things that weren't really good. What's gonna happen is, once I do that deal with him and it goes south, I'm going to feel very uncomfortable coming back to him to do more deals. So here's the thing. He needs to make sure he does a good job, because when I make money, he makes money. That, in my opinion, is an ideal mentorship relationship. So for what it's worth, if you're out there and you're looking for a mentor, it could be a good option to look for a real estate agent that specializes in investments, that has skin in the game, so that when you guys both go in on deals, you guys both have benefit and both have something to lose in that relationship. So with that being said, I'm going with Dean as my mentor. He's going to come up a lot more in these videos. We are looking to finish our first deal by the end of the month or as soon as the next deal comes available. Subscribe and stay tuned because I'm going to document all of this. You're not going to want to miss any of it. We'll talk to you on the next episode.